Well, we are starting the morning early. I think it's 8 o'clock, which isn't that early for us. But we're gonna start with Munising Falls. And then we've got a whole day worth of really good stuff to do today. So follow along on with me and the boy and some other people that are all gonna go to the falls early. before they collect money, I think. We are going to now hike the long and treacherous Munising Falls. This is a pretty interesting falls. Like a lot of falls I've been to though, in New York and elsewhere. Look at the rocks are eaten away with caves and holes and stuff. Jeez. It's just amazing. It's millions of years of rock whirl away. You know, if you consider how long that rock has been under there. The earth is so old, and as a human race we're so young, and yet we're destroying the planet so fast. We are at a overlook parking area for Lake Superior. Now, if you ask me, the lake kind of looks like a lake that just goes on forever. There aren't any boats on it most of the time because Superior just doesn't see the ore transport that it used to. It's a real nice beach. They really ought to make one of these clothing optional. But you know, the lake is so cold, I'm afraid it just wouldn't be very attractive. Some stats: 31,000 square miles, 350 miles from east to west, 160 miles north to south, 483 feet average depth, 1332 maximum depth, and 40 degrees Fahrenheit average. Rockin' cold. 3 gazillion gallons. This is another long and tedious trail, tough climb that we're doing. This is called the Log Slide Trail, and this was an area of big wood that they would cut down and send down this log slide into the lake to be collected up and floated to a mill. These are the sleds that they pulled the logs out on in the winter. And quite a long time after they were using these, they invented these things they called the big wheels. And they could now log during the spring and summer. They would tie the logs under the big wheels and lift them up so that just the end was dragging. And with this being pulled by horses, it didn't get mired down in the mud and the slag melting ground, so it was quite an invention. So the log slide is the top of a very large dune on the lake, and so they just slid the logs down this dune. And the Park Service has figured that this dune is probably 20 feet higher than it used to be from the wind-blown sand. Akila, of course, wants to run down it and see the lake. Come here. So it's pretty impressive. I don't know if there's a way to see it better. I doubt it because it's kind of a channel down into the lake. But they'd bring the logs here and let them go, and I hope the horse had got out of the way. So we went down the North Country Trail a little bit. Shoreline dunes. It's this whole section you can see way down there. It's all sand dunes that are just blown up. Pretty amazing, you know, all this sand comes out of the water and lays up on the beach from the wave action, and then the wind just blows it up on top of itself until it makes these huge mountains. Pretty cool. And I don't know what this is down here. It looks like a spring coming out of the side of the hill. I mean, these are sand dunes. I imagine the water percolates down through them. And it's filling the lake. So the lake probably going to be fuller later. All right, we are right next to the log slide. We finally found a way to get here. And here is the log slide. If you can kind of see that it's a big dent in the earth. And it goes all the way down to the bottom, where guess what? Some idiots climbed down there. And now they're trying to get back up. And I don't think they realize how much harder it's going to be to get back up. She's saying, are you alright? Are you going to get up there? I don't think they thought about this very well. Way out on Lake Superior is, let's see, one tiny little boat. How small you must feel way out there. Sorry for the shaking. And that great big vastness. Not even visible. Here's some more of the slide as it comes off the dune and goes on down. We're roughly 40 minutes early, and people are lining up already. They won't let you on the boat for another half an hour.
Really as well as you do.
It's a water table, which is above the lake level. It pushes water and then minerals off the sides of these porous cliffs. So the colors you're seeing right through here, the browns, the reds, the oranges, it's all from iron ore mineral seepage. Here a little further down we'll see blues and greens. Well, that's from a copper mineral seepage. You may notice that little bit of white color at the very bottom part of the cliff. Well, that's due to the seagull seepage. Lighthouses are built around Lake Superior. The last man to run this lighthouse was a guy named George Pryor. He lived in there with a rather large family.
Pretty old rotten forest. Pretty well developed path there. This is one of the, I think there's 14 falls, waterfalls on a map that they give at the visitor center. I'm not really a waterfalls hunter, so, but we're about 4 hours early for our next campsite, so I thought maybe we'd stop and see this one. They do have nice setups for tourists. So there is the waterfalls. Pretty neat. What really impresses me is the size of the trees that come down these waterfalls. I mean, it must be like just horrendous when it's massive rain or snow or whatever. All right, back to Aquila. Well, we are at Northland Outfitters in Germfask, F-A-S-K, and it's just south of Seni on Route 28 and Route 77. So there are campsites here, not too bad. A little close, not a lot of privacy, but I mean they're decent size. They're not on top of each other like the parking lots. They have all your necessary needs for a fun camping trip. Here is their gift shop and office, and a lot of canoes, kayaks. We were told that there was strange things in this little campground place. They have a nice little river set along the river here, and they seem to be harassed by a troll, and this is the troll. So we're going to see if we can get a little closer to him without scaring him away. So let's sneak up on the troll and see how he's doing. He is huge. The sun's not right, but we'll sneak under his arm. Thankfully he's wearing pants. Hello, Benny. This is Benny, the fishing troll. Well, the bearded fishing troll. This is his beard. And he is made out of completely recycled pellets. He is a very nice troll face. Kind of a flat head, but he's bald. It's not his fault. Big eyebrows. And the detail on fingers and everything is pretty cool.
Thank you, Benny.
He's fairly impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't he? Is that your first Thomas Danbo troll?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, that's his book right here of his first 100 around the world.
Wow. Is what do you guys charge for camping here?
42 a night.
42 a night?
Yep.
And the cabins?
And the high times are like 115 to 130. Right now they're about 90.
We sent over the specs.
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
I'm just wondering if you guys
And you open all year or you close?
No, we close in mid-October. Yeah.
So folks, that is Benny, the bearded fisher. It says on the newspaper article. But I think he's really the bearded fishing troll. I think somebody made a mistake. But anyways, he's done by a Danish artist named Thomas Dambo, D-A-M-B-O. And he's got several hundred of these around the world. And if you want to see if there's one near you, Google him. Thomas Dambo. Pretty interesting. But anyways, that leads to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Do you got any trolls around your area? We're on the lookout for all adventure. Stay tuned. Thanks, folks. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.